Hey, good evening. It's 4 p.m. right now. I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I'm driving to the store. I just felt like stopping for a second and talking about something that is on my mind, a little conviction. And I haven't really used those words in many years, would be conviction. Something that's on my heart, that's important. I think a lot of faithful people use that word. A lot of Christians use that word, and it was used a lot when I was in, Christianity and things like that. I am not disclosing my faith to anyone right now, but my conviction I want to talk about is the betrayal of yourself in the identity of self-doubt. And I think that's something that not a lot of people always think about when they're thinking about their day-to-day lives and the actions that they're choosing not to take that they really wish that they actually would. And the most prime example of that is, and I'll use an example from my life, would be dealing with small business owners. Small business owners, for everyone's understanding, it's regular, everyday people that want to do something extra with their life to make more money, and in doing so, they create a business. They want to sell a product, they want to deliver a service, they're good at something, they want to do this, but a lot of times that requires every single person to step out of their normalities of life. And I think that makes it hard for everyone in some form, but that's the key part, is that it is hard. And a lot of people are not willing to do that hard work to step out of that norm. And so the identity of self-doubt and disbelief in your own self is something that always comes up and is in play every single day. Not just for the unsuccessful, the people that are stopped by their self-belief, their self-doubt wins against them, and they're like, I don't think I can do this, or I don't know if I know that enough, or I don't have these skills, so I don't know if I can do that. That's all self-doubt. That's all. It's like, there's the mentality of you versus you, and I've heard some people recently use different terminology and words to play on it, like, some people call it bitch mindset. Some people say, go say that to yourself in the mirror, or go say that to your wife and kids, or your girlfriend or your fiance, that, I don't really feel like doing this right now because XYZ, if it's not a good reason, or I don't know how to do this, and I can't do this because I don't have the skills to do that, and I won't ever be able to do it. Those are all those self-defeating, self-doubt thoughts. And so, in a lot of ways, I feel like that turns on that person individually. That leads them to say, I really can't do this. And then they move on to that next part of their life, which is the normality. And they're just back into the normal. They wake up, do their thing, go to work, do their thing, go home, do their thing, go to bed, do their thing, wake up, do their thing, do their thing, do their thing. And so it's just this repetitive recycling of self-doubt and normality. And if that's the case for the majority of people, when it's time for you to step out of that norm into something great, something that you have to create yourself into a new form of person to be able to achieve this new thing in your life, the normalities of life have to go away. You have to step outside that. And that disbelief really rocks that confidence of that person. And so that's something that I've noticed in some people I've been speaking to over the last few months, especially small business owners, is that repetitive, continual disbelief in yourself. The repetitive, continual, I don't think I could do this. The repetitive, I don't have these skill sets. The repetitive, I don't have these resources. The repetitive, I don't have enough money. It's all self-belief and self-doubt, self-disbelief and self-doubt. You believe that you don't have this, so you can't do that. That's not true. It's 100% not true. And the more that you pull and push and prod at yourself to learn new things every single day, and you start adding in a new thing, like you could start off, I was talking to someone, and there's a computer software they don't know how to use. The computer software can open up a whole new realm of reality for them and in their business, but they don't know how to use it. The shocking thing is, when I'm talking to this person who is a small business owner who wants to push their future forward, the key to that future could be this software for them. And in their mind, how they describe it, they've been wanting to learn this software. They've been unable to learn even an iota of this software, to put time towards learning this software. They've wanted to, they've talked about it, they've idealized it, they've said, this is what I want from my life. But their self-doubt and disbelief lies in the realm of them saying, I am not computer or tech savvy, so hence I don't have the skills and resources of intellect to be able to learn this software so I could push my future forward, which is a flat out fucking lie. And I use that F word importantly because I want you to know for sure that you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You know it. The truth of the matter is that for this person's case scenario, or any of our case scenarios, for the excuses and lies that we tell ourselves, it's that in itself is that we're trying to excuse ourselves from the hard work that we have to do to push ourselves forward past the normalities of life. And so this person in this software, they wanted to learn this for the past 3 years. They've been looking at it and saying, yeah, I wanted to learn this and I don't know how to do it. I know this software. I know this software. They came to me asking me to teach them how to use the software. And I'm like, I could teach you how to use it, of course. Or I could do it for you too, if you wanted. And you could just have whatever you want done. And the reason why I told them that is because I identified what their true problem was. Their true problem is not a skill set or a resource issue. It's a commitment and a determination to yourself and a confidence in you knowing that you can do anything you set your mind to. And that's the biggest form and the biggest battle I think that majority of us are facing every single day, is to have the confidence in yourself to know and to say that I can do this. I may not know all the things right now, but what I do know is from the basics of understanding that I can do anything I set my mind to. And one of the things that I push people back to understanding is, what are you doing right now every single day when you go to work? What are you doing every single day when you wake up? Every single thing that you do, every single thing where you go, you've learned those skills. One of the hardest skill sets to learn and do is walking, talking, thinking, existing in society. These things here, they took years and years and years of practice and months of practice as a child for you to spend all your energy, brain effort, all of your time learning how to crawl around, get up on your feet, walk around, run. These are skill sets and things that you know how to do because you learned them, you put your mind to it, and you do them every single day because you know how, because you decided to. And that's the true part about all of the self-doubt, disbelief, and low confidence in that form, is that you're choosing one thing or the other. You're choosing to not do that exact thing that you know will push yourself forward. You're choosing the exact opposite than believing in yourself in every situation where there is that self-doubt. So here's something that I would say works for me. That may work for you. It doesn't work for everyone and it may not. But this is just my own life lesson that I've learned through life, is this self-realization that I myself am able to do everything I put my mind to. And that may take me a while. It may take me not a lot of time. That doesn't matter. All we have is time. And so if we take that factor out, or we take the factor in that we can do everything we put our minds to, Just going and doing each little step, no matter how long it takes, is working towards that goal that you want to have. Doing one little extra thing outside of the ordinary every single day will make you extraordinary. It will. Over time, you'll start building upon those. And for like the set example in this is just the person with their software they don't know how to use. That person, you, in any form, your ex, whatever that is, that the thing that you're like, hey, this is a thing I don't think I could do. This is something I don't believe in me, or I can't do this, or I'm lacking this. Stop all that. You're not. You're just learning how to do it. Or you're deciding not to. That's the cool thing about it. We all have choices that we're making. So choose today to take that 1 minute, that 60 seconds, that 1 hour, that it doesn't matter how long in the beginning, because I want you to just start doing it. Just look at it. It doesn't matter if it's a few seconds. Sometimes when I'm starting something out, I'm like, man, I can just open the app. I just downloaded the app. That doesn't seem like a big thing, but it's a huge success. Because before you were choosing for the last 3 years not to do shit. Do something. Just slow that down into small incremental factors that you can actually succeed at. Because saying that I want to be able to utilize this entire software requires you to actually begin by opening the software. Downloading the software, going and finding where you can get the software at, making an account on the software. All these little steps have to be accomplished before you know how to open up your entire world to the software. So start there. Take your goals. Let's say this is really what I want to do, and then find out what it takes to get there. Go all the way down to that little first step and say, okay, I'll start there. What's it going to take me to do that? Okay, I can't do that right now. Or I can do that right now, or I don't want to do that right now. Okay, well, let's incrementally break that little step down into littler steps and say, okay, when can I do it? I can set a minute out of my workday where I can do this, or on the pooper, or I'm walking into work, or I'm doing something else, or I'm at home relaxing. Anything you want to do, you can do. You can put your mind to it, you can do it. You can add time to your day, you can do it. You can find time in your day, you can do it. All of those things, you can do it. Put your mind to it, you can do it. I hope you guys have a good day and happy holidays.